I love a cheap Chinese machine, and I also quite like a Minelab. So would you like to see both those combined? Stick around and see what's coming up. Good morning. We're going to look at something new-ish. It's new to me. Now, I bought this. This is bought out my own money, just because I wanted to have a go, wanted to have a play. It's been around a little while, about a year, and I didn't really take any notice of it until someone said that was made in China. Now, people call me the Chinaman apparently, because I like to try out a lot of the cheap Chinese machines, if you haven't noticed, on the channel, so you can go back and have a look at some. There are a few, and apparently this one's made in China. It does look very similar to something. So we're going to have an unbox, we'll have a look in the box, see what it's all about, and then behind me, not in the woods today, we'll go over in the pasture, and the next video will be, I'm going to flag out some targets with, got the Detector with me. I use a Detector as the test machine, just so I'm not wasting time if it is rubbish. I'm not saying it is, like I do with any machine. So I've got a tested machine, a tried and tested, trusted, and then we'll dig the targets with the Voyager. If it finds them, I will swing as if I do. So that's the next video, and I'll probably upload them very close together. So let's have a look. Now, the Voyager metal detector. This cost me 120 UK pounds. Apparently it's only available on Amazon. So there you go. Now, on the box we've got the complete detecting kit. Apparently it's got in it, I've seen somewhere, here it is, a collapsible spade, a sturdy backpack, and some premium headphones and some batteries. Now, the collapsible digger I'm hoping is good, because some of the Chinese machines do offer the same packages. Dr. Otech's one, and I've got some of their tools and bits that they put in with their machines for similar price. So we're going to compare what gets thrown in with it. I'm going to look at them first, and then we'll get the machine out. So I have opened it, and I have put some batteries in it. I haven't watched any video. I watched a bit of one beach video, and I thought, nope, I did my own conclusions. So I do know everything's in here, which is a start. And you do have your sturdy bag and some spare washers in the bag and some batteries. The batteries don't look very premium. They look like the kind of batteries you get with every other machine bought from China. They will do, but how long they last I don't know. I'm not going to open the backpack yet. One set of instructions, and with these you get a free hat like I'm wearing now. I haven't claimed my free hat, I just got one already. So you get one of these hats when you register it and whatnot. Right, let's get the headphones out and the digging tool. See if we can base this on what they give you for free. Well, not free, but it's part of the package, you're paying for it. Right, let's have a quick look. I do like a good digging tool. Now, the headphones are supposed to be premium. They don't feel very premium. I mean, Minelab do make their own headphones and things, and they are expensive, but these are not branded. I've got my Dr. Otech ones. I'm going to use these ones today. I might try these briefly, but I don't want to get it all dirty because I'm not going to keep the machine. So yeah, I mean, they're about the same weight as a pair of Dr. Otech, and these are also Chinese. But they've branded their own. They haven't. They're both adjustable. These are collapsible. So yeah, there's not a lot in the headphones. Let's just put them on my head. I mean, they don't actually sit. I can get my fingers under them. They don't clamp down on your head very well. Maybe that's because they're new. Okay, better. Yeah, well, that's the premium headphones, allegedly. And we've got a digging tool, which is always good if you're buying a bundle to start out. You just want to get out and not have to go and buy loads of other stuff. But I'm just seeing, is it worth it? Because I've tested a few of these, and I'm really hoping this is a good one. It's not impossible to get a good one. Let's have a look. It's all in the spade part. That's what's telling. Oh dear. Normally they've got a nice pressed rib in there to give it some rigidity so you don't break it, because you can break these quite easy. The pick, I mean, it will do, but I've always got a go-to that I compare my picks and shovels to. Again, I'm going back to Dr. Votech because their tools are amazing. I got their spade, which I've yet to bend, and I've abused it. This thing, I haven't cleaned it ever since I've used it, so it is a bit rusty. But the difference is, it's got a pressed rib, so that's not going to bend, that's not going to break. Whereas that is, yeah, this one feels better than this one. So yeah, it's a bit cheap. Definitely not going to be using it because I don't see the point in breaking it just for the sake of using it. And I probably will break it. You're better off putting in a digging tool, Minelab, if you're going to do it. Dr. Votech chuck these in. They don't have to be expensive, they've just got to be thick so you don't bend them. Yeah, just a digging tool, a good one. Yeah, that's kind of let the free tool thing down a bit, because I wouldn't say, yeah, go out and use it. I'd say go and find a spade or pick up one of these from anyone, because these are really good. But if you're starting, I suppose, and you don't have a spade, you have a very small one. Yeah, okay. I suppose in £120 it is kind of free. In the box we have the actual machine. Let's see what it's made of, literally. Holes. So the bottom stem is probably like an ABS plastic, not carbon. Can't really expect carbon from a cheap machine. And that's an alloy, I think, the top stem. Cam locks, which I like. Ooh, don't want to break that. Alright, does a job. It's got rubber washers on the bottom ready. So that's your main stem. Yep, expected. Now it does look, I have done a little bit of comparisons, and this does look, when I get the box out in a minute, like a certain other machine. Right. There's your arm cup pistol grip assembly. Control box goes on there. Padded arm cup, Velcro clip, and of course it's got the Minelab branding painted on. Another cam lock so you can adjust. That's alright, yeah. No movement there. No wobble. Let's get to the coil. One coil, bit of Minelab branding. Does it have a skid plate on it? Some of them have them moulded on. No, it does. It does have a skid plate on it. Well, that's a plus. They don't all do that when you buy them from China. I can't remember the size of the plate, but I'll put the size up on the screen. And that will be, that's the bolt that connects your control box to your handle. Now I say, I have already put batteries in it, so I know what it looks like. Now, it looks very like a sun-powered machine. If you don't know what a sun-powered machine is, I've used one in the past, but their slightly newer one looks, in my opinion, exactly the same as that. So now I'm going to have to go and get one to do a comparison, aren't I? It takes two 9-volt batteries, which are a pig to get in. They are an absolute pig to get in. They don't just drop in and connectors are in, they're actually on wire. So you've got to be a little bit careful. That just fell off. On the back of the control box you've got your plug, coil plug, headphone jack, and that is it. Everything else is on that nice big screen. And it is a nice big screen. So let's just chuck that on there. There's a little hook. Clips on, sits flat, and then the connecting bolt goes through. So I'll just do that quickly, and then I'll get back to you. I'll put the coil on, get back to you, and we'll have a quick look. see what the sounds are, see what some of the settings are. Right, it's got a nice big screen. I do like that. Let's turn it on the left here. There you go, and away you go. Right, so we've got, this is your sensitivity button. That starts flashing, and you use the plus and minus to increase or decrease your sensitivity. There's your volume button over here, and the volume icon is just there. 2, 3 is full, and then back down to 1. If you hold it for a bit longer, you get a backlight, which you can't really tell out here. I'll turn that back off, don't need that on for now. Pinpoint is in the middle. Down the bottom are your detection modes, which come up here. Start at the top, all metal, horseshoe. So every icon at the top there is illuminated, so you're not going to miss anything. Then you've got your plus and minus reject. That starts flashing. You can move it, and I think you hold it and it disappears. There you go, it did just disappear. I'll put it back on again, there you go. That's that one gone. That's that one gone. So you can take out what you do and don't want. Put that back in. And hopefully it will remember. So if I just dist out those two, I won't be finding anything in that bracket there. Go down to the next detecting mode, jewellery. So it just takes that iron on the end here. Everything else is available. And then that's your own user profile there. I think I'll double check in the instructions, but I'm going to put it in all metal. I've got a pound coin down here on the log. Coming in there, there's a coin and a ring. Reading in at 74, and that's your depth mode, depth indicator. I think it's up to 6 inches. Let's go a bit higher. There you go, look. It's already showing deeper because I've lifted the coil off the log. Closer I get. Full depth, there you go. When you plug your headphones in, you get a little headphone icon over here. ID scale is 0 to 99, I believe. And the pinpoint, let's try the pinpoint. So I think it's I think you've got to hold it, yeah. So you have to hold that button in the middle. Oh dear, that's a nice noise. Oh dear. That's an acquired taste, isn't it? That reminds me of something. A stereophone, stylophone, that's what it reminds me of, very 70s.
Scale and see what we've got at the moment. That's loud!
Oh, that's loud. That's louder. I don't think it matters when you adjust the volume how loud your pinpoint noise is. Let's disc out something. See if we can get rid of the pound coin. So the pound coin shouldn't show up now because I've dissed out those 3 blocks. Not at all. Not a sausage. So that's good. It is disking out that pound. Not that you want it to. So if I put it back in jewellery. Quite stable. 74, 73. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the SunPower machine, I mean the Minelab machine, the Voyager. Feels alright, it's not too heavy, it's quite well balanced. It's a bit short, this is full extension, and I'm not a tall person. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to fully extend my arm. But it's nice, you can reach all the buttons with your thumb. I did use a machine not long ago where the control box was right over here, and you couldn't access the buttons with ease. So they've done that right, that's nice. I can adjust the arm cup to go a bit further back, so it sits on my elbow. Nothing's wobbling, nothing's moving, nothing's creaking. 120 quid, eh? We'll see. Yeah, right. I'll give you my final thoughts now I've set it up, gone through some of the settings. I've talked about most of it. And yeah, we're going to have a play in a minute, but that'll be in a different video. Right, first look on the Minelab Voyager / SunPower detector. Now, I'm not saying it is a copy of the SunPower, but I know Minelab didn't like people copying their machines, and yet they've gone to the very people, it seems, that copied a lot of machines, some of the Chinese companies. Yeah, it does look very similar, and it doesn't feel very Minelab. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't feel very Minelab. Although on the box it quotes their heritage and research and stuff, but I don't know if they have with this. I think they farmed it out to someone else. I could be completely wrong, it's my opinion and all alleged, but have they? But it doesn't matter, because if not, if you can't beat them, join them. And they've done exactly that and brought out a machine that's £120 and that you can go straight out in the field with, by the looks of it, which it looks alright. The accessories are a bit meh. You might want to replace them in time, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not going to use them myself just because I want to get rid of it, and I don't think the spade will be up to it. The headphones will probably do the job perfectly fine, and the bag, I don't need to put it in a bag right now, but it will all collapse down, because it does collapse down really small. If I do collapse it down, that collapses right up to there, and then you can push the arm cup in. So it does become a very small machine. You can get in a bag if you do so wish. So it has a lot of pluses. I do like a cheaper machine, an entry-level machine, and this is built very similar, if not maybe slightly better than some I've tried. But time will tell. We're going to go and try it with the old flags and the Nocta, see how this fares on pasture. And if it does alright on pasture, I may take it to the beach, but this time of year I'm not going to find a lot on the dry sand, so it might just be a test on the beach, and I may add it on to the next video. Just take some coins down, bury them at different depths, try it on the wet sand. That will be the test. Does it work on the wet sand? Now on the box, I can't find anywhere it says use it on the beach, wet sand. On the box there is a picture of someone swinging this in the sea, which implies that you can use this on the beach and on the wet. We will see. Some are very, very chattery. There are a few Chinese ones, so if they've used similar circuitry to some of the Chinese ones I've used, I can think of 2 that work on the wet, and I'm hoping, I really hope for Minelab's sake, that this one works on the wet, because it will make it a very good entry-level machine to be able to use here, wherever. Ploughed field, dry sand, wet sand. If it can do all of them, then hooray, we've got a good machine for pocket change almost. Right, I'm going to go hunting, and I will see you in the field in the next video. Thank you for watching.